Where is it? Okay, welcome. We're gonna go attend Quidditch practice. Are you positive we can't settle this with a duel? None of this would have happened if Wrath hadn't put Oran in the hospital when... Team seems a bit out of sorts, but being suspended from Quidditch Cup must be getting to them. They are not as relieved as I am that we can still practice. Lucky you're right here. The team needs both of us to cheer them up. And a reminder that we have to cooperate with Ravenclaw to get back into the running for the cup. That bit should come from you. Cooperation hasn't been my strong suit. You have been cooperating with Wrath lately. Perhaps you are better at it than you think. Trying to be. Besides, I'll cooperate with anyone if that means getting back on the Quidditch pitch. Acting like a Warren isn't the only way to motivate our teammates. He's good at balance, but he hasn't got Murphy's enthusiasm. It's up to you. What do you think would motivate the team? Murphy's enthusiasm is exactly what we need to motivate the team. Glad you agree. Our teammates aren't as enthusiastic about Quidditch as they should be. We should talk them up before practice begins. Listen up, you lot. I know the suspension situation isn't ideal, not to mention that we have got detention with Ravenclaw, and without Oran, we don't have a captain. That's why Darkos and I are going to cheer you up. Everything may seem stacked against us, but we will get through this if we work together. Talking as a team will cheer us up and remind us what's truly important about Quidditch. Being suspended from the Quidditch Cup is difficult for all of us, and Hooch won't let us play if we can't get on with the Ravenclaw team. We have struggled a bit with that lately. While team rivalries are historically a prominent aspect of Quidditch culture and add a bit of flavor, the most exciting thing about Quidditch is the sport itself, the defeats and the victories. After all, every Quidditch story should end with winning the Quidditch Cup. We are the Gryffindor Quidditch team, and we never give up. Particularly liked the part about Quidditch being the most exciting, more exciting than rivalries. Yeah, I hope the rest of the team feels the same way. Do you think the team can cooperate at detention? But we are filling in for Oran. We have got to keep the peace. I'll talk to Penny after Quidditch practice. I can't believe that what happened after the match, Coastbreaker. I do hope Gryffindor team hasn't begun any further conflict. I'm so glad we have got a moment to chat. We haven't had the chance to talk about your house match. We won the match, but after the argument on the pitch, we haven't had a chance to celebrate. I'm thrilled that the Gryffindor team won. Of course, the thing is, I heard a rumor. Is it true Madam Hooch suspending the Gryffindor team from the Quidditch Cup? Ravenclaw can't play in house matches either. Not very well, but they seemed a bit chewed up after Sky and I talked to them. Now you can focus on convincing Madam Hooch to reinstate the Gryffindor team. But the teams aren't exactly friendly. If they can't cooperate, we'll be suspended until the end of term. That will be difficult, but not impossible. You get along with almost everyone. How do you keep the peace? Brilliant. Let's find a way that both teams can cooperate. The best way to get along with the people is by finding something you have in common. That may be difficult since there are 14 of you. What if we think about it in terms of the teams? After all, Gryffindor and Ravenclaw are in the same situation. You're both suspended from the Quidditch Cup and both stuck in detention. I'm sure that will bring the teams together. It may not be enough. We barely completed our first detention without having a role. When they don't argue about Warren. They fight over which team is the best at Hogwarts, of course. Arguing about it won't convince Madam Hooch that we are dedicated to sportsmanship and cooperation. Suppose that's another thing we have got in common. We both want to play Quidditch again. Are you up to the challenge? I can do it. I'm positive I can convince the rest of the Gryffindor team to cooperate. Which is why I'm sure you can inspire the team to cooperate with Wrath. We have got detention together soon, and the Gryffindor team is counting on me. Go to detention! Wrath Seeker is testing my patience. My eyesight is far sharper than your Seeker. God damn, can't these kids settle down? Everyone's gone balmy. I can see that, impartial as I am, the best commentators are better at egging people on and calming them down. You asked Penny Hayward for advice, didn't you? What did she say? The simplest way to bring people together is to find something they have in common. I was being suspended from Quidditch. Exactly, and being more than anything, both teams want to get back to playing Quidditch. Our Seekers are arguing about who has the better eyesight. Don't they realize Seekers can wear specs? Think they are too busy competing to bother with logic like that. There's another thing both teams have in common. They are both competitive. Should hope so. We are Quidditch players. So let's make detention a competition. You have already got the world's next best Quidditch commentator on hand. At the very least, it would make cleaning the Great Hall more fun. Can't hold to try. I'll talk to my team, see if they're up for it. Had an idea to make detention a bit more interesting. We will compete with Ravenclaw to see which team can clean or half of the Great Hall the best. With colored commentary, of course. Let the cleaning competition begin. Looks like your idea worked, and the Great Hall looks better than ever. Suppose we pick the winning team. We could ask McNully. He's an impartial judge. Why don't you decide? Me? Makes sense. You are good at this sort of thing. Fuck it. Maybe the Gryffindor Quidditch team, but Ravenclaw did a better job at cleaning the Great Hall. They won the contest. May not like losing, but they will have to accept it. Let's announce the winners to our teams. Now we have cleaned the Great Hall. It's time to announce which team won. Ravenclaw. Stop whining. Darko's picked the winners. I can't accept the fact we won. I can't accept that what a prat you are. That went differently than I hoped it would. Can't believe our team would be a ruddy, childless. It's only a cleaning contest, and my teammates shouldn't have egged them on like that. That was 39.2% chance this would happen, but sometimes reality beats the odds. We will never convince Madam Hooch that we have learned about sportsmanship and cooperation like this. I'll talk to my lot. The least they can do is hold their tongues. We'll settle this once and for all. The fate of both teams depends on it. I saw Warren fall off his broom the other day. Hope he's alright. Wrath is the reason I couldn't play Quidditch. Ready to talk to the team? We have got two, ready or not. I can't believe the behavior and detention. I thought the competition would bring the teams together. It was going well while both teams were cleaning. But when you said Ravenclaw won, let's just say Madam Hooch would suspend both teams all over again if she saw that. You'd think they would realize that cooperation is the only way we'll get back to playing proper Quidditch. Hard not to be, aren't you frustrated? I'm absolutely frustrated with our Quidditch team. They know arguing got us in detention, but they won't even try to cooperate with Ravenclaw. The Gryffindor team has been quite frustrating lately, but patience is the best strategy. The only way to convince Madam Hooch we have learned our lesson is to cooperate. We have got to find a way to make them understand. Perhaps we should discuss it with them privately. I've got to get up to the commentary box before we start practicing. Really, let's talk to our teammates. Have we talked to everyone about cooperating in detention? We have almost convinced them. Best remind them again, just in case. Let's address the team one more time. I know detention is difficult, especially with Ravenclaw team, but we have got to get along it. It's the only way Madam Hooch will overturn our suspension. This isn't about them, it's about Gryffindor, about Quidditch. We have got to put aside our differences and work together. I've learned my lesson. Bickering gets us nowhere. Scott's been cooperating with Wrath since the first friendly. If I can do it, so can the rest of you. Let's show everyone that we are cooperative enough to play for the Quidditch Cup. But before we go, it's time for Quidditch practice. Let's go to detention now. Hope these bloody detentions end soon. Commentating on cleaning isn't nearly as satisfying. Everyone seems to be getting along. It looks like they listen to us. They are finally ignoring one another, but I wouldn't call it getting along. What do you mean? They are muttering, only a bunch of whining, no one's arguing. It's an uneasy truce. One snide comment and the bickering will start back up again. That won't convince Madam Hooch that we have learned cooperation. They can barely be in the same courtyard together, let alone cooperate to clean it, even though that's the only way to get back to Quidditch. Makes sense. Many of us actually enjoy cleaning the castle. We have got to find something our team can cooperate on. We should clean together, inspire confidence. That's a good idea. What do you say? We can think of ideas while cleaning the courtyard. We almost finished cleaning the courtyard and no one has started any arguments. Better than I expected. An uneasy truce is better than none at all. If we are to prove that our teams can cooperate, they will need something more inspiring than detention. Cleaning together gave me an idea. This conflict started on the Quidditch pitch, so that's how we resolve it with a Quidditch match. Madam Hooch won't let us use the pitch. Doesn't have to know. We will need to keep this match secret from the professors. It won't be easy. Word travels fast at Hogwarts. And if Hooch finds out, we'll never get back into playing Quidditch. Should motivate everyone to keep their mouths shut. Now that we have finished cleaning the courtyard, we can tell our teams the plan.